Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Idle Weekly. Today's game is Antimatter Dimensions, and it is also looking a bit different, as you might notice, compared to last time, although that last time was quite a while ago, but still. There are two reasons why it looks different. First of all, I think it was the Eternity update is out, and that included a new UI. However, if you want, you can use the other UI if you click on this button here. I think I can demonstrate it. Yeah. This is the classic default one when it is white. And this is the modern one when it is inverted metro. This is the theme I'm using because it's the theme that I like the most. I think I used I used either of this or this in the other UI as well when I was still playing that. Also, there is a second reason for that. Second reason is because this is the Steam version of the game. This is the client version, not the web-based version anymore. So I actually... And no, this is not the save that I had on the web version. I actually started from the very beginning and worked my way up to this point on the Steam version. Because two reasons for that. First, this was a massive update, so I thought that maybe they also changed around the progression elsewhere. So that's why I decided to go through the game again, because it is pretty fun as far as idle games are concerned. And why not do it again? And second, I guess there really isn't a second reason. I just wanted to play the game again, basically. And going to a new platform where it is the client-based version, going from one website to another is I probably wouldn't have started over. But going from a web-based version to a client-based version of the same game, I thought that it would be interesting to play through it again. Take the chance, basically, for a reset, instead of trying to export or import my game here. But anyway, I have reached E45000 Antimatter, or Antimatter, whichever you want to pronounce it as, so I can unlock the next infinity dimension. And how many can I get? 1. Well, that's great. Amazing. So powerful, getting only 1. Also, the automation system is a bit different. Now, you don't choose how many dimension boosts it buys in bulk. Now instead you choose how often it activates, which is interesting. I had that at 3 seconds at one point, but I noticed that the 1 is just fine, because the client is able to calculate the dimension boosts and the purchases fast enough that the 1 second doesn't really give me all that many. It gives like 2 dimension boosts total. One is at like 140, 150, something like that. And the other is then whatever my max currently is at the start of runs. It will reset in a moment, because I put it at E210. 2E210, that is. So it will reset in a moment and you will see, I think it was like 140 or 50 or something. Let's see. I need 60 galaxies before it does that. Alright, it went immediately to over 260. Nice. So yeah, 1 second is more than enough. at this stage of the game. Maybe if you have 1000 dimension boosts or something. I don't even know if that's possible. I don't know how the game changes as you get to the other systems, whether it's new tabs or something like that. Also, you don't have to click on these, just have to click on this, and you can navigate like that if you want. It's nice and convenient. Like that. How long was that run? 58 minutes. Yeah, really slow. Because I was trying to push there because the 210 or the 2e, I'm going up by 5 exponents. So the 2e205 runs became pretty quick, as you can see, about 12 minutes, 13 minutes. So I thought that might as well try to push to the limit now. Because the 205 runs ended at like 44,600 or something. So I already knew that increasing it to 210 would make me reach the 45,000. That was the goal. That's why I was fine with pushing it already at 12 minutes. This was 28 because I had to go for a moment or for a bit, like 15 minutes or something. So I decreased it. It was like at 207, and I decreased it down to a 205 again, and so it immediately reset. It was 28 minutes into the run at that time. So this run will definitely be faster, that's for sure. There are probably eternity challenges and such as well here. Later on, I would guess. Also, I actually do wonder how many infinity dimensions there are. I think that there are probably 8 infinity dimensions, just like regular dimensions or antimatter dimensions. So that, if true, then that means I'm getting close to the end of the infinity section of the game, which would definitely be interesting. The next one I need is at 1e54000. Also, two things about the client version versus the web-based one. First is that this one works a lot better when minimized compared to the web version. Web version did not work properly. It seemed to slow down a lot, and it also, like, not only the general game speed, but also how often it did those resets for Infinity Point, the big crunches. It seemed to do like one, instead of in the time it took to big crunch once. If I had it maximized, it would have already done it like 20 times or something crazy like that. So it was really slow. So if you want to play the game, I would recommend playing it on Steam now instead of the web version. Although the Steam version does also have this, and I have this disabled, I have not bought any of them yet. But I will later on, probably, most likely. Because the game is pretty fun, pretty interesting. So I'm gonna support it that way. And what will I use it on? I have absolutely no idea. But yeah. Also, this is true. These are not required to progress in the game, they are just for supporting the developer, because the web version of the game had no shop, I don't think. At least I never noticed the shop tab. And that version was playable to the end just fine, without any issues. And it feels like you're constantly progressing. It's not like it's grindy, if that makes sense. Maybe it is later in the game in the eternity section or something. But in the the infinity section, where I'm at, it doesn't feel grindy. I'm actually progressing all the time. At least it feels like that anyway. Yeah, this is the update so far, I guess. It was a bigger update than I thought, because, well, because now it's a new version. Nice. And that means the game is a lot longer too, which means even more fun. On the web version, there was one entry that I read about the eternity section, and that makes me really want to reach that already. I will eventually. The adventure there or journey there is fun, but it was about, I think, research or skill points or something like that, like a research tree where you get to choose upgrades. I want to see that and I want to experience that part. But I think it won't be too far. Anyway, so I have rambled on for a while now. Thank you for watching this E45000 update, and I will see you next time.